Welcome back to Swords In. As always, I'm Rorie, and right next to me is Donalli Cerise. It's been a busy week in the AHI, 2 games this week to break down. Donalli is here. Let's start with Friday's Virgos versus Cuive.
Oh, baby, was that a game? Rorie, I gotta say, I know Cuive lost 3-1, but if you ask me, that was their best game of the season. Hands down, they came out flying. First half, I thought I was watching a whole different team. They were rushing, they were physical, they knocked anyone out of their way, and they were playing Hoquenna the way it was meant to be played.
And for the first time in franchise history, they had a 1-0 lead at the end of the first half. It would have been 3-0 if those 2 goals had been allowed.
Oh, don't get me started. 2 disallowed goals. Those goals would have tied the game, maybe even won if it demoralized the Vortex enough. They were disallowed by millimeters. It's sloppy play, and it's bad timing. But if they fix the timing, you know, Rorie, if they fix the timing, this is a whole other game. Those disallowed goals were heartbreakers.
That they were. So the scoreboard says 3-1 for Virgos, but Cuive looked alive. What's changed?
Well, I'd like to think they listened to me, Rorie.
Really?
I made it, Rorie. They got some mojo back. 3-1 against the number 1 team in the league is no joke. It's good. It's great, Rorie. Katrina Lyon, oh my God, beautiful. I could kiss her. She was solid, and she stood on her head, making sure she dragged her team forward. Her defense still wasn't great, but Cuive's offense did a fantastic job pushing Virgos back and scoring some goals, whether they counted or not. Last game, they let in 8 goals to the second best team in the league. This week, 3 goals against the best. They're improving, Rorie, and it's plain as day.
So, your takeaway?
Tighten the timing, work the offside line in practice, get that spatial awareness drilled into your skulls. You're close, real close. The locker room looks motivated again. The system's starting to click. If they keep this up, I'm telling you, someone's getting upset by Cuive this month. Mark my words.
It wouldn't be the first time Cuive's done a major upset. Let's move on to tonight's game, Sarholm versus Preuze. Final score 4-0 for Sarholm. What a performance, Don.
Let me say it loud and clear, folks. Baidera was amazing. I know I was harping on her all episode last game, and she deserved it, but tonight she really showed. Nothing was more pretty than Baidera Lyon this game, and boy, was she good. I mean, boy, was she great. She walks into the game with that Sarholm swagger. Let me add, Rorie, she's a good Sarholm gal. They make them tough on Sarholm, you know. Good born and raised Sarholm girl, and of course she's good at Sarovian sports. What do you expect? Anyway, she walks into this game, got that swagger. She's locked in, second career shutout, saved over 20 shots.
She really locked in. She was reading plays left, right, and center. She was controlling the rebounds. She fought for every centimeter of that crease, and she commanded the blue line very well, keeping as many plays as possible out of her zone.
She was amazing. She was as stone cold as a Sarovian knight, and it makes sense because she is one. You could feel her confidence, and the team did too. The defenders started taking risks, knowing she can handle her own. And Preuze, they're not a bad team. They came to play. They have well, let me tell you, Rorie, oh boy, they have a lot of administration problems. No coach, no captain, disputed ownership. They can't make calls or anything. But Preuze is a good team, and they came to play. But Baidera was in the zone. She made so many impossible saves, the entire crowd's going crazy.
Offensively, Sarholm looks strong too. Lots of depth.
You know, Rorie, critics and analysts have been complaining that Robert Lyon and Iram Kieda have been arguing for weeks, and there's bad beef, and we see Coach Alvaro's Vasa splitting them up on the lines, and a lot of people took those rumors to be true, but they played together well tonight. They were great, and Sarholm's depth is fantastic. It doesn't matter who's on the ice. The new rookie Spix, Elena, Hebley, Roberti, Iram, Valera, Oskaros, anyone. They all find a way to contribute. It's honestly beautiful. I can't even fathom how Virgos beat them.
So what's your takeaway from both games, Don?
Listen, Virgos is consistent and clinical. They find a way to win, but they're not undefeatable. They looked weak, divided and weak, Rorie. Key shook them. They shattered their confidence. It might be the end of the Virgos streak, and Cuive is coming alive. They're not there yet, but they're finding that heartbeat to be proud of,
Does Cuive have a shot in the playoffs?
I think so. Listen, Rorie, here's my prediction. Sarholm and Preuze in the quarterfinals. Sarholm wins in 3 games. Virgos and Cuive in the quarterfinals. Virgos wins in 5 games. I think even though Cuive is playing worse overall, they're going to be a bigger threat to whoever they face in the playoffs than Preuze will be. Preuze has some good players lined up without a contract, but how are you going to erase a month of bad administration, Rorie? I just don't see it happening.
Who on Preuze are you looking forward to see play most?
Yamos for sure, Rorie. That kid, he moves like a fresh highlighter on cardstock. He's beautiful. He needs to clean up the penalties, Rorie. The whole team is undisciplined and is acting like a bunch of buffoons. But Yamos has potential. Speaking of buffoons, have you seen the news?
Here we go.
Let's give a round of applause for the troops, okay? What a big victory against Jacob. Keep it up, boys and girls. You make Sarovia proud.
Okay, I'll cut you off. Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, swords in.